This is the Rangers POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Texas Rangers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
That was really, really bad. Really bad. No playing around, no funny, cute one-liners. I mean, that was really bad. That was, I think, one of the worst home baseball losses for a good team that I think we'll see in a long, long time. After scoring 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th to win last night 2-0, it's the Blue Jays who get the big 2-run homer in the top of the 9th tonight to win it by the final of 2-0. Bo Bichette takes Jacob Webb deep, and that would be the ball game as the Rangers muster only 1 hit, spoiling the return of Corey Seager. They lose the game and the series to the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays scored 4 runs the entire series, but they get 2 huge wins and 2 big runs tonight. They get the shutout and the win, 2-0 over the Rangers. And here we go. Welcome into the Rangers POSTCAST, your team every day, and in our case, your team every game. My name is Jeff Biggs, longtime host and reporter. Thank you for watching Locked On Sports Rangers, your destination after every single game. You can also find us on the Locked On Rangers podcast feed. That's where you'll find the great work of Bryce Paterick every single day. I know Bryce did not enjoy this, and he will have a lot more to say on this game coming up tomorrow.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Well, I fully expected. I genuinely, sincerely, not trying to be a homer, but I really thought with literally Schneider for the Blue Jays, the manager, literally just trying to scramble and find anybody that he could throw out there to start. I thought, okay, weak starter, Corey Seager return. This should mean finally a good night for the first time in a while for the Rangers offense. I know they rallied last night, but I thought, okay, this will be a game where they can maybe get 4-5 runs, something like that, to kind of boost the offense. But I should have known better. This team has made pretty much every pitcher they've faced a candidate for the Cy Young race, and I'm half kidding, but I'm half serious. I mean, they've made everybody look lights out, and I should have known better. And Corey, great to have him back. I know he's going to get better. I know it was only 1 game. I don't know. He seemed loose. They did a big thing about it on the TV broadcast about how relaxed he was. But I hope, I hope that he is not still hurt, but just trying to kind of hold on to it and, fight through it and not say anything to anybody. I hope he is okay. And I hope that, tonight he was just kind of off and that he'll get better, as he gets more games going. But man, I thought Tyler Mahle did a really good job. Again, didn't have super great stuff per se, swing and miss stuff. But man, I mean, he knew how to pitch and when to pitch and what pitches to throw to get out of trouble and to put up zeros to give the offense a chance. And the Rangers offense never did. They just never, they had 1 hit the entire game. I mean, 1 hit at home against the Blue Jays. It's unbelievable. I mean, it really is. I'm not trying to be a jerk. We've been saying this all season. I know every team goes through funks. Every team has their bad moments, but I mean, this offense has been pretty much brutal from day one, and we are now more than a third into the season. And it is, I would say, not only is it not getting better, it's getting worse. And it's just, it's painful. And you have what some people that, people that I know, that I respect, that know the history of this franchise a lot better than I do. They have said to me that this is the best, starting pitching that the Rangers may have ever had in their entire history. And they are literally letting it go down the drain. Literally. I mean, they have got to do something to get this offense going. I know there's guys that they love and that they feel like are family, but it is a production-based gig, and they need to get some people in here that can hit. I mean, it's that simple. But I was really, I really thought, and then with the bullpen, I made the comment last night that I still believe it, that Robert Garcia, it's his job, his closer's role to lose. And I thought, I thought that maybe because of the off day tomorrow, Bruce was going to let him go out there for one more inning. And, Jacob Webb tried to get that pitch inside to Bo Bichette, and I mean, he crushed it, and that was it. So, as for the turning point in this game,
time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
Well, I just said it there. The 2-run homer by Bo Bichette off of Jacob Webb. That was it. That's all they needed. 2-0. They blanked the Rangers, get the shutout. This is the Rangers offense. We can make this short and sweet. The Rangers offense for the night. Josh Smith, a leadoff single to left in the bottom of the first. Josh Smith, a 2-out walk, and then a stolen base in the bottom of the third. Josh Smith, a 1-out walk in the bottom of the sixth. And then Alejandro Osuna, a 1-walk. And then Bulger, the fielder's choice, that was, what was that? I believe that was in the seventh? I believe that was in the bottom of it. I forgot to write the inning there. And that was it. I mean, that was it. That was the Rangers. It was bottom of the seventh. That was the Rangers offense for the night. And that's it. They lose 2-0. All right. Quick timeout. When we come back, going to go right to you via the comment crew. I said, I think all I can say about this one. So I want to hear from you. We'll do that when we come back. This is the Rangers Postcast. All right. So if you ever wonder, right, and you're doing your bills or you're getting ready to go out and you check your bank account and you wonder, where did all my money go between dining out, maybe buying something online, entertainment, going to a game? It's pretty easy to lose track. And that is where Monarch Money comes in. Your personal CFO, giving you full visibility and control over your finances. Monarch Money isn't just a budgeting app. It's a complete financial command center. You can track all your accounts, your investments, and spending in one place, so you stop just managing your money and you start building wealth. Now, when you start using Monarch, you can find out and realize just how much you're spending on different things like food delivery, and you can budget smarter and save more. And instead of juggling multiple accounts or multiple apps, you can use Monarch to check your finances, track your spending, and even plan long-term goals. So take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com for 50% off your first year. That's monarchmoney.com, code LOCKEDONMLB for half off your first year. All right, welcome back to the Rangers postcast. The Rangers get blanked by the Blue Jays by the final of 2-0. A lot of you are weighing in on this one, so let's get right to your comments. Mother Pig is first up and says, "Where is Robbie Grossman? When do you need him?" Paul Wilson, what's up, Paul? If Judge and Ohtani were dropped into this lineup, they would immediately go into a logic-defying slump. Bruce basically gave up on the team in his podcast today. Paul Wilson also says, "We aren't over the cliff yet, but we are headed to the edge and cannot change course." Okay, those are pretty strong words there, Paul. I saw the Bochy podcast. I did not get a chance to listen to it today because I was busy, but I was planning on it. And from what you just shared, that doesn't sound very encouraging. And like I said this the other night. I mean, the one thing about Bruce Bochy teams historically is that, if anything, you would make the case that they always overachieved. They always played harder and better and always seemed to be clutch with guys that maybe you didn't expect, right? And they really kind of thrived in that underdog role. Whereas, with this group, this pressure of being picked to get back to the World Series again like they did in 2023, this team has literally and figuratively collapsed under that pressure. I mean, there's no other way to say it. I mean, this team has collapsed under the pressure of being expected and predicted to win and to be a championship contending team. I mean, the pitching's been there, but the hitters have, it's unbelievable how bad the hitting and the offense has been. No other words to describe it. James Eustace, 1 hit in a bullpen game. With this lineup, it's just strange. Yep, that's one word. Yep, no doubt. I can't, if I had the answer, I wouldn't be doing this. I would share it. David says, "I love the Rangers, but I am bored to death watching their ineptitude on offense." Yeah, I mean, this was painful. I mean, this was excruciating to watch. I mean, it's just you have some guys that you can tell have already made the decision that they're going to swing right away or, very early in the count. You have other guys that are trying to work the count a little bit, but just, can't seem to get the big hit. You have guys like Adolis who just, every at bat, his confidence seems to get worse. I mean, he's just swinging and can barely make contact at this point. It's just painful to watch. I said it before. Every team goes through, bad periods and different slumps. I have never seen a team this good be this bad right out of the gate and stay that way this long. I've never seen anything like it. Keith is out fishing, says, "I'd rather watch them get no hit at this point. That one hit gave a shred of hope." Yeah, I mean, you thought, okay, like you said, like James said, a bullpen game. You're thinking, okay, here we go. Got that first hit. Let's go. Everybody else, pile on. Let's get this going. And it never happened. I mean, they made this guy Schultz look like, again, another Cy Young candidate. David says, "I can just see our starting pitchers storming into Chris Young's office demanding to be traded." Well, they're not. I understand what you're saying there, David, but I mean, and I know you're kind kind of kidding too, but I mean, these guys are good character dudes. Jacob and Tyler Malley, for example, I mean, I think they're grateful that CY gave them the time to rehab and gave them the help and kind of the support and structure. I mean, it was, it was selfish too. I mean, Chris Young, it was an investment that he hoped would pay off the way that it has this season, and it has. I mean, both DeGrom and Malley have been great. Nathan Eovaldi was rewarded with a really nice deal during the offseason, so he's grateful. But, I mean, at some point, when these guys come back to the ballpark on Friday, I mean, somebody has to say something or light a fire or do something, because this kind of, we'll work it out approach, is not working. And I know baseball is not football. You can't, you can't run into a wall and turn everything around. But I mean, this is just not acceptable. Ricky Gonzalez says Rangers gave up 4 runs in the series and still managed to score less than 4 runs and lose the series. I can't take this much longer. And I think that seems to be kind of the sentiment of everybody right now. Keith says Rangers made the rookie look like an ace. Curious what his next start will look like. Probably will give up 7 runs on 10 hits, 3 walks. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you could probably bet on that. Keith says, going to wear a helmet, listening to Bruce tomorrow. No telling what he's going to say. Today's episode was rough. David says, do you want Bryce to sugarcoat what is happening? He speaks the truth. No, David, I don't know where you got that from. I'm not suggesting that at all. I'm just saying Bryce he's a good dude that loves the game and loves baseball and loves this team. But no, I'm not expecting him to sugarcoat it at all. I think I think the word that he used during his show today was putrid. I mean, that putrid, pathetic, or whatever. He was right on the money, and I think he'll have some even stronger words tomorrow. I'm just saying I feel for Bryce because I know how much he loves the game and loves this team, and like everybody, it's painful to watch. Keith says, did I say I wanted him to sugarcoat it? I think he was directing that at me, Keith, but it's all good. No, I didn't. That was not, I think maybe that came out wrong, but no, this is not, no sugarcoating anything. All I meant was Bryce was pretty fired up today about the offense, even though they won last night. And I know he's going to be even more fired up tomorrow about this one. Keith says, love Bryce, and I'll watch every podcast. I admire his passion for the team, as do I. Jason says, honest question, Jeff, when does management start to panic and make drastic changes? Do they even make any? Well, we've kind of hit on that. We've seen, Jason, what they can do up to this point. I mean, they've brought guys up, they've sent guys down. They're trying to do what they can in-house, but I think, I think we're still just a little bit early. Usually, you really don't start to see teams do any moves this early, only because even if you're a really bad team, when you do a trade this early, right, and it's kind of a one-sided trade, right, usually, not all the time, but usually the optics are not good. Usually it's basically like a white flag, and teams don't want to give out the message that they're waving the white flag on their season this early. They usually like to wait until into June before the All-Star break, around the All-Star break. Now, that, hey, I mean, that could, there are exceptions, and I guarantee you, in all seriousness, I guarantee you, uh, everything that we're talking about, Chris Young and the front office are, they've been talking about it and then some. And I know they know exactly who might be available, who really is not available, and all those different things. And they will do what they can. But again, the other part of it too is that, you can say, I want this guy, I want that guy, but unless the other team is willing to give him up and make the deal, it doesn't matter. I mean, the rumors are great. We love the rumors, we love the names, we love the fantasy of, boy, that guy would be awesome if we could get him. But I mean, in reality, it doesn't always work that way. So we'll see. I think the big, addition right now is the return of Corey Seager. Hopefully, Evan Carter will be back maybe next week, and we'll see. Maybe those two playing at a high level might kickstart the offense. But I guarantee you, as far as bringing somebody from the outside, absolutely. And then also, to do that, I think the other part we've talked about is, they have to ask themselves internally, are there guys on this team that we feel like are just in a horrible 2-month slump and they're going to bounce back? Or are they looking at some guys on this team saying, you know what, I think they're done, or this might be it, or they may need a change of scenery, and we need to move on. A lot of, when things are bad, like, winning makes everything look good, and really bad losing like this makes everything look really, really bad, obviously. Alf says, I used to listen to every game on the radio in the 90s. I miss those days. We were bad, but it was fun. Yeah, I mean, those teams, at least they scored. They gave up a lot of runs, but they also scored a lot of runs. Keith says, how many first pitch strikes did the Rangers take looking? Yeah, good question. I don't have that number, but yeah, I'm with you there. Herschel says, can't believe they pitched to Bichette with 2 outs and an open base. Also, 13 strikeouts against the Rangers against 4 different pitchers. Just shows how bad this offense really is. Keith says Young took one right to the middle, next swing at a slider, and in the left-handed batter's box. Yeah. Texas Hobby Bin, there you are. This definitely sucks. Jim Rockford says, this is sad. 1 hit. And let's see, we got a whole bunch. You guys have been great. I wish it was after a win. Chase says, just another day. Such a shame we can't support our pitching this year. Alf says Captain Corey needs to start getting loud and kicking butt in that clubhouse. And Jim Rockford says, let's wait until we are 14 back, then make a trade. All right. And Alf notes the radio days of Mark Holt and Eric Nadel. All right, guys. That's it for me tonight. I'm over my allotted time, but I will be back with you on Friday. Thank you for being with us tonight and for chiming in. I really appreciate it. And I'm not trying to be doom and gloom here. I do hope that they will turn it around. I think they're better, a lot better than what we're seeing, but they need something. They need something to kind of get them going. And I don't know if that's going to be in-house, out-of-house, from the outside. I don't know, but this team hasn't had a day off at home in March, maybe a break, and coming back on Friday for what should be a really good, entertaining weekend series with the Cardinals. Maybe that will get them going. We'll see. All right. Hey, thank you guys. I'll be with you again on Friday night. Thank you, though, for all of your comments and all of your support. Rangers fall to the Blue Jays 2-0. This has been the Rangers POSTCAST.